Hello, and welcome back to Crochet at my house. I've actually been doing a lot of crochet this week, along with sitting outside and enjoying the sunshine and some other things. So the first thing is I have finished this doll. So she is technically a finished thing. She still has a bonnet to get, but I haven't made that yet. I have done her hair, which I will braid later, and I've done her dress. I have done her dress and her body. She is done in a rather interesting way. Show you. See, her arms are like this because you make the arm, and then as you're doing this bit, you start going around the arms, so it gets made part of the body slash dress. Also, she has little thumbs that stick out, which is done with a popcorn stitch. So that's what that looks like. It's pretty tiny, and of course that's her face. They're very pale eyebrows. Now, I will take some pictures of her like this and hopefully get in the video if I remember. Now she's from this here, which came in my my last one. I don't remember. I'll put down underneath which issue it's from, but it's from a Simply Crochet magazine. I'm pretty sure it's the one before the last one. And it's some cute dress up dolls, and the one that I'm making is this one, which is the daffodil doll. So the last piece I have to do is this bonnet, which I'm not actually going to be doing in yellow. I am going to be doing it in pink, because you do actually get pink daffodils. So that's what I'll be doing with that one. That's the first thing I've been doing. The second thing that is nearly finished is this little bandana. So you can see my end here. And this is for my dog. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to make a thin-ish rectangle that attaches onto here, and it's going to have two buttonholes at this end and a button on this end, so it'll be an adjustable bit so that it can close. So that's nearly finished. And it's just done in a basic granny cluster shawl pattern, so it's nothing too difficult to do. The next thing you may recognise, it's the crochet dress I'm working on. So this is one sleeve, and this is the other. So they're not exactly at the same point this time, because I didn't get the next stripe done here, but that's what I managed to do with this stripe. So I'm going to try and get the next stripe done, and they're actually getting closer to the length they need to be. So once they get to the right length, I will start bringing them in, and then it will be a lot of sewing to do. Hopefully soon I will be finished. Now the last thing is this pattern here, which is the Nativity calendar, and it's the background I'm working on. So it has a background where there's pockets, a green part, and then the sky. I'm working on the section that has the pockets, which you may have seen me working on in my last Saturday live, because that's what I was doing. So here is and I have 3 rows of the pocket loops. So we have one down here, then we have another one there, and then the last one I've got is right here. So there's one more row of pocket loops to be done once I get to the right amount of rows between them, and then it'll be on to the next colour. I don't know if I'm going to have enough of this to get all that done, so I will have to get some more parchment, but I will get to that. And the last things I'm going to mention that are crochet are something I haven't worked on in a while, which is this book here. It's the 3D Granny Square book. It has 100 squares, and all these tabs are squares I haven't made yet, so there's quite a lot of them. But I have made many of the squares in this book, which are down here in a massive cardboard box. There goes one of them. So this is my giant box of squares, and what I'm hoping to get done is I'm going to try and start sewing them all together, or crocheting them together. One of the two. I'll probably crochet them together actually, but I do have a lot of them in this box, so I can show you a couple of them. I have this flower, some flip-flops, and a dragonfly, a lily, and this one is a sunflower. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and pick a yarn that's plain, like a plain colour, like white, grey, cream, something like that, and I'm going to try and attach them all together, most likely with a single crochet join. That seems like a simple enough one to do that won't like distract from the squares. I don't know what edge I'm going to do, but I'm going to try and get a bunch of these joined up so that it'll start to be finished, because I did actually make these last year and then I kind of put them to the side, and so I need to get that finished. So I am going to pop in a small announcement here. I did get tagged in a recent tag thing, so I will be doing a video for that, and that will be put in on Saturday, so it'll be my Saturday slot, and you'll get to know my answers to the questions. Right, so I have a couple of not completely non-crochet, but like not a project. So the first thing is this ball of yarn that my mum got for me. It's kind of a creamish white. It's called white, so and it's really soft. It's called Velvet Touch, and they've got out of B&M. And it's really soft. I'm not sure what I'm going to use it for, but it's really soft and really pretty. Yeah. So this is a tiny yarn haul basically. Now the last thing is, I think I forgot to show my cover pages the last 2 times, so I'm going to show those. So my cover page in March was this one, which I kind of based around bees and honey. So I put in a little bee, and there's a beehive up there, and there, and then there's just like swirly lines for bees, and of course your piglet. So that was March, and then this month, April, is kind of an Easter feed. So there's my April cover page. So it has April written down here. There's like a little chick, and there's some eggs scattered around, and there's a path. And as you can see, Eeyore is wearing some bunny ears. I got the idea of putting bunny ears on Eeyore from Springtime with Rue, the movie. Eeyore has bunny ears that he wears, and I just thought it was so cute, so I added it into the page. So that's my cover pages for the past 2 months. Hopefully I will remember to do it next month and actually mention it. So that's my journal. My question this week, I suppose, will be, how's your weather been? Have you started having some nicer warm days? Have you started having cooler days? That would be interesting to me. Yeah. Remember and comment, like, subscribe, and